Once upon a time, a village merchant named Vardhamanka was going to Mathura town on his bullock cart. Two bullocks, Sanjeevka and Nandaka, were pulling the bullock cart, while the merchant's cart was moving along the bank of the river Yamuna. Sanjeevka all of a sudden stepped into a swampy spot. He tried to come out of the swamp but couldn't succeed. The merchant too tried his level best to pull out Sanjeevka from the swamp, but to no avail. Ultimately, he had to leave Sanjeevka there and proceed on with his onward journey. Sanjeevka thought sadly, how I have served my master so loyally throughout my life, and how my master has repaid my loyalty. Now, Sanjeevka was left to his fate. The only alternative he had, either resign to fate and die in the swamp or fight till the end. Sanjeevka gathered up courage. He began applying his enormous muscles power. There is a saying, God helps those who help themselves. At last, after great effort, he managed to wriggle his way out of the swamp. Now, as he had nowhere to go and he didn't want to return to his master's house, he started moving along the banks of the river. He ate green grass in the nearby forest and drank fresh water from the river. Soon he became healthy and stout. He started bellowing like a lion. His thunder like bellowing could be heard miles away. Once, King Lion, whose name was Pangalka, came to the river to drink water. Suddenly, he heard thunder like bellowing. He got frightened and ran away into his cave. King Lion had two jackals named Damnaka and Kartaka
कितना पेज बचा है?
as his ministers. When Damnaka came to know that some kind of fear had overpowered his king, he asked him, Your Majesty, tell me who is he you are afraid of? I will bring him to you. The lion, being the king, was not ready to admit the fact, but after great hesitation, he told Damnaka the real cause of his fear. Damnaka assured King Lion that he will find out the actual source of the thundering sound. He says that the Lord Shiva has sent him to roam about in our kingdom. King Lion was very pleased to talk to Sanjeevka. Soon he became friendly with him. He spent much of his time chatting with Sanjeevka. Gradually, King Lion became very spiritual. He stopped killing his prey and even neglected his kingdom. This worried Damnaka and Kartaka and the other animals of the jungle. Damnaka thought of a plan to solve the problem. One day, he went to King Lion and said, Your Majesty, Sanjeevka has an evil eye on your kingdom. He wants to kill you and become the king himself. And the next day, Damnaka went to Sanjeevka and told him a different story. King Lion has a plan to kill you and distribute your flesh to all other animals of the jungle. Better you kill Lion with your pointed horns before he kills you. Sanjeevka became very angry to hear Damnaka's word. He went to the court of King Lion and started bellowing in a thundering tone. This annoyed King Lion, and he pounced upon Sanjeevka with a thundering roar. Both were strong. With the result, they engaged themselves in a fierce fight. Sanjeevka tried to kill King Lion with his pointed horns, but in vain. King Lion killed Sanjeevka with his sharp claws and ate his flesh. Though King Lion killed Sanjeevka, but he felt very sad about it. After all, Sanjeevka was his once friend. But since Damnaka had convinced King Lion that Sanjeevka was a traitor, he had to act upon his advice. Later, he made Damnaka the chief minister of his kingdom. Moral: never befriend a natural enemy.